Some games are good, some are great, and then there are the rare few that feel absolutely flawless. But what really makes a game perfect? Maybe it's the story that pulls you in, the gameplay that keeps you hooked, the characters that stick with you, or that hard-to-describe magic when a game completely takes over your mind. Stick around, because we've got 16 of those special titles lined up, each one worthy of a perfect 10. Let's kick things off with the one everyone's been talking about, Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 came out of nowhere and immediately caught the spotlight with its creative mix of turn-based strategy and real-time action. It's fast, tense, and absolutely gorgeous to look at. The story follows a mysterious paintress who wipes out anyone that reaches a certain age each year, and you're part of Expedition 33, the final team sent out before your time runs out. Your goal? End her reign once and for all. Every character feels real and purposeful, designed with striking detail and emotional depth. It's the debut game from French studio Sandfall Interactive, and it's already turning heads for all the right reasons. If you've played it, drop your thoughts in the comments. Next up, we've got what many call the greatest remake ever made, Resident Evil 2. I replayed it recently, and it still feels just as incredible as the first time. The tension never lets up. Raccoon City's dark hallways, the constant dread of zombies, and that unstoppable presence of Mr. X, it all hits just as hard today. Leon and Claire's stories grip you from the start, packed with desperate choices and perfectly balanced survival mechanics. Ammo's scarce, every decision feels heavy, and the gameplay is smooth and responsive, keeping you grounded even when panic sets in. What really seals it, though, is the storytelling. The voice acting and facial animations are some of the best in gaming, turning every scene into pure emotion. Even after all these years, the visuals are jaw-dropping, turning a classic horror experience into a cinematic masterpiece. It's polished, intense, and absolutely deserves its perfect 10. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 takes everything that made the original so captivating and dials it up in every way. It's slower, more grounded, and completely confident in what it is, a true medieval experience that refuses to chase modern trends. You step back into the boots of Henry, still the humble blacksmith's son, but with a little more grit this time around. Set in 15th century Bohemia, the world feels alive with politics, faith, and raw human struggle. There's no magic or fantasy here, just authentic history, beautifully recreated. The map is now twice as large, filled with real cities and events from the era. Every detail matters, from how you dress to how you speak to people, even down to keeping your armor clean. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 doesn't try to impress with flash or noise, it stands out by being brutally honest, immersive, and real. Elden Ring took the open-world formula, set it ablaze, and rode off into legend on a ghostly horse. You're dropped into the lands between with no markers, no forced direction, just your curiosity and the scraps you find along the way. Every area feels handcrafted, each discovery more stunning than the last. Just when you think you've seen the whole map, it expands into something massive and unexpected. One moment you're battling towering knights in golden fields, and the next, you're deep underground beneath a star-filled sky that shouldn't even exist. The bosses are unforgettable. Radon charging on his tiny horse, Malenia slicing through everything with perfect grace, and Moog drenched in his crimson madness. Each fight feels like a trial of skill and patience, pushing you to your limit. Elden Ring doesn't just test you, it transforms you. You suffer, you adapt, and somehow, you fall completely in love with it. Persona 5 Royal is one of the best RPGs ever made, blending everyday school life with stylish, high-stakes heists. You play as a phantom thief, stealing hearts in a world that's both familiar and surreal. The characters shine with personality, from Joker's calm confidence to Morgana's non-stop attitude, and every moment feels alive with energy. The story balances dark, emotional themes with humor and heart, pulling you into a rhythm where every choice matters and every day changes your team. Persona 5 Royal is the rare kind of game that nails both style and substance, leaving a lasting impression long after the credits roll. And hey, if you've made it this far into the video, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Super Mario Odyssey is pure joy in every jump, spin, and capture. Mario travels across globe-spanning kingdoms packed with secrets, surprises, and inventive challenges, while Cappy adds a brilliant twist by letting you take control of almost anything. Each world bursts with color, creativity, and clever design that rewards curious explorers. The soundtrack hits all the right notes, making every moment feel magical. It's the kind of game that proves why Mario still dominates platformers. Fun, inventive, and endlessly charming, Super Mario Odyssey is probably the best Mario adventure ever, and it absolutely earns its spot on this list. Half-Life. Alyx made VR genuinely exciting, turning what could have been a sci-fi gimmick into a full-blown, immersive experience. Trapped in City 17, you battle alien invaders while dodging flying head crabs like your life depends on it, because it does. The controls feel intuitive and smooth, making you feel like you have real superpowers. Everything in the environment is interactable, so yes, throwing trash cans at enemies is still a perfectly valid strategy. It's Half-Life like you've never experienced before, now with the added thrill of full immersion and a gravity glove that makes you feel like a wizard. Just be careful not to knock over your coffee. It's a shame that many players will miss this one due to VR, but for those who can try it, Half-Life, Alyx is a perfect 10. The Last of Us delivers one of the most powerful and emotional stories in gaming history. You follow Joel and Ellie through a world shattered by a fungal outbreak, but this isn't just another zombie survival tale. It's about humanity stripped down to its rawest form: trust, loss, and the lengths people go to hold on to hope. The characters feel alive, flawed, and unforgettable. Joel's gruff exterior hides a deep, desperate need to protect Ellie, while Ellie's toughness paired with vulnerability drives the story forward. Their bond is the heart of the game, and every moment carries weight. Even years later, The Last of Us stands as a masterclass in storytelling, dark, raw, and impossible to forget. Cyberpunk 2077 throws you into Night City, a neon-soaked world where danger and opportunity exist side by side. The city feels alive in every alleyway and skyscraper, from the gritty streets of Watson to the flashy glitz of the city center. The characters leave a lasting impression. Johnny Silverhand's fiery attitude sets the tone, but the side stories are just as compelling, showing people struggling to survive in a fragile, chaotic world. Combat blends fast-paced shooting, hacking, and parkour escapes, keeping every encounter tense and dynamic. Whether you dive into the base game or the Phantom Liberty expansion, Cyberpunk 2077 delivers an unforgettable high-octane experience. Horizon Forbidden West feels like reconnecting with an old friend who's been through some intense adventures. Aloy's journey continues, and the world around her isn't just bigger, it's alive in ways that constantly surprise. The landscapes shift from breathtaking sunsets to perilous ruins, each filled with machines ready to tear you apart if you let your guard down. Combat keeps that perfect mix of stealth, arrows, and explosive encounters that never get old, while the story peels back new layers. Old mysteries resurface, and the stakes become deeply personal. Aloy isn't just fighting for survival, she's chasing answers that hit close to home. Horizon Forbidden West hits a rare balance of stunning visuals, intense action, and a story that lingers long after the credits roll.
Taking the shot!
Baldur's Gate 3 is the kind of RPG that grabs hold of you and refuses to let go. The world feels magical, unpredictable, and alive, almost like a fantasy soap opera where anything can happen. The characters are full of quirks, secrets, and moments that will make you laugh or rethink your entire strategy. Combat is turn-based, but far from dull. You have to think strategically, use the environment, and get creative with spells and abilities. It's like playing chess with dragons and goblins, and every victory feels earned. For anyone who loves deep storytelling paired with gameplay that constantly challenges you, Baldur's Gate 3 is an unforgettable experience and one of the greatest RPGs ever made. Disco Elysium is a game like no other. You step into the worn shoes of a washed-up detective tasked with solving a murder in a city teetering on the brink of collapse. But this isn't just about finding a culprit, it's a profound dive into identity, politics, and what it means to be human. Every choice you make shapes the story, from how you interact with others to the kind of detective you become. With its razor-sharp writing, philosophical depth, and one-of-a-kind gameplay, Disco Elysium is a storytelling masterpiece that challenges you to think differently at every turn.
It's the arrogance of capitals that will be its ultimate undoing. It does not believe it can fail, which is why it must fail.
Their faces blurred.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt is widely regarded as one of the greatest RPGs ever. You play as Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter on a quest to find his missing ward, Ciri. But even if you haven't played the previous games, the story stands strong on its own. It's a tale filled with love, destiny, and war, and every quest, big or small, is packed with meaningful choices and consequences. The world is rich with lore, and the characters are morally complex, making every interaction feel real. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt delivers an unforgettable narrative experience that continues to set the bar for storytelling in video games.
Let's spend a minute now to appreciate the view. To give you a rough idea of the size of the
Red Dead Redemption 2 puts you in the boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw navigating the final days of the Wild West. As a member of the Van der Linde gang, you experience their rise and inevitable fall, all while making choices that shape Arthur's fate and witnessing the bonds and betrayals that define his world. The game is celebrated for its unmatched storytelling, breathtakingly immersive open world, and obsessive attention to detail. With some of the finest writing and acting in gaming history, Red Dead Redemption 2 delivers a narrative that sticks with you long after the credits roll. Yakuza 0 is a standout entry in the Yakuza series, and for me, it has one of the most gripping stories. You dive into the lives of Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima, exploring a city full of life, drama, and chaos. Developed by Ryuga Gotoku Studio as a prequel to the original Yakuza game, it gives players a deep look at the backstory of the series' iconic protagonists. The city feels alive with side quests, mini-games, and vibrant NPCs, blending absurd humor with intense emotional moments. The story twists and turns, balancing heartfelt drama with over-the-top scenarios that only the Yakuza universe can deliver. Yakuza 0 not only hooked new players on the series, but cemented it as a must-play franchise for anyone who loves story-driven games. Fallout: New Vegas drops you into the radioactive wasteland of the Mojave Desert with a story full of power, revenge, and survival. You play as the courier, left for dead after a headshot, and your quest to uncover the truth quickly spirals into a fight for the fate of New Vegas itself. The game's branching storylines let you side with factions, betray allies, or forge your own path to dominance. With sharp writing, dark humor, and a world that responds to your choices, Fallout: New Vegas remains a high point in the Fallout series and one of the greatest RPGs of all time. If you've enjoyed this list, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more epic game lists coming your way. Check out our next video, and we'll see you there.